Hey guys, Flower here, and I am back with another one of my speed builds. This one is called a Modern Industrial Mashup. So I was trying to kind of experiment a little with modern houses because I'm not really that great at them. I mean, I guess I am. I don't know. I just wanted to get like practicing on them, but I found this house in a magazine and I thought it looked so awesome. Like I said, I usually when I do the floor plans, I don't copy them from the book. I just take inspiration from the photo of the house. So everything inside is pretty much all my idea, but the stuff outside is part of the just from the picture. It's not exactly to the picture, it's just inspired by the picture. Now, the roofs on this house, I will tell you, gave me hell. I mean, I hate to say that, but it was so hard to do the roof on this one because on the inside of the house, I'm gonna have like a part of the room without the floor in it. It's like a cathedral ceiling type deal. And if you do that, then the roof is not gonna fit right. So I do play around a lot with the roofs. I cut a bunch of it out, but I did want to show you like all the different ways I tried to do the roofs. Just because I know a lot of people have trouble doing roofs, so I just wanted to show you that everybody has the same trouble because roofs are annoying and hard. So I think I finally decided for now on the roof. And yeah, and this is the first time I've used any of the like really used the Moschino stuff. Like before this I had never really used it. I mean, I used the photography studio and stuff during gameplay, but I've never really built using a lot of it. So since I used those windows, I decided I wanted to do like everything, not everything Moschino, but I wanted to use a lot from that pack. And let me tell you something, that door I have there right now looks so ridiculously dumb. I will change it later, but right now, yeah, it just looks so weird there with those big giant windows and then just that normal sized door. So yeah, in that upper room, I make bigger and smaller so many times. It's crazy. I mean, it's just, I'm back at the roofs again, and yeah. So I get satisfied with it, and then I work on the house, and then I go back at the roofs. I just keep picking at it and picking at it. Now this little porch area, I changed a lot on this too because it had like in the picture it had a covered area, but it also had like a circle insert in there. Like I don't know, I think I cut that part out where I tried to put like the thing from Dine Out that has the circle in it, a circle like in the gate or the fencing in the front. But I couldn't get that in there, but I got most of it to look like this house. Now, this is a rather large house, like the rooms are very large. I think, let's see, it might only have like 4 bedrooms, I think. It may have more than that, but I think it's only 4 bedrooms. And these bedrooms are probably like my favorite bedrooms that I've made. I know I say that about a lot of my builds, but I really took my time with these bedrooms, and I really tried to make them look like something somebody lives in. And I've been trying to do that a lot. Like I try to put some clutter into, and cuz I personally don't like clutter. I think it's just, I don't know. I just don't like it, but I know other people like it, so I've been trying to put more clutter in. And once again, I did not use move objects on in this build because I like to not have it on so that people who download it from the gallery won't have to put it on, because I know a lot of people don't like to do that. They don't like to use move objects. Um, so yeah, here I was toying around with the wall heights, but I decided that I didn't like it and just put everything back the way it was. It kind of looks like a little monster or something, like with the eyes and the big mouth. But here I am playing with the porch again. I just keep moving that, trying to find some way to get this porch to look good. And I don't know. I like the way it turned out, but I don't like the way that I'm putting it right now. Like I think I fix it up a little better further on. But yeah, and also that like rounded room in the front there, like for some reason when I built the room, the walls didn't connect to say it was a room, so every time I would delete a wall from there, there'd be like a fake room, like an invisible room there, and I could not get rid of them, and it was annoying me so much. Like this build was almost 2 hours long and I cut it down to 41 minutes. So you can tell I did a whole lot of work in this. Like I kept changing everything. See, I'm having trouble with the walls in the back there. Then I got to move all the roofs if I change that. So yeah, it was a whole ordeal trying to get this house made and to make it look good. Not just to get it made, but to make it look good because that's what I want to do. I want to make my houses look like, fancier houses cuz when I first started building, the houses I made just were like squares with windows in them. And I was just like whatever and put the that roof on there, the just the regular, I think it's the gabled roof. No, not the gabled, the four, I can't remember what it's called, but the like cone shaped roof. I just threw that on all of my houses. And yeah, so I'm trying. This is back when let's see. I think this was actually after Easter House because Easter House is probably one of the biggest builds I ever did. So after that, I started doing more of the bigger builds because I had been only doing smaller, like cottages and bungalows and stuff. But yeah, this is one of my bigger builds, and instead of trying to build lots of rooms in it, I just made all the rooms really big. Which in The Sims, sometimes that's a plus and sometimes it's a minus because on the plus side, the Sims can get around everything, but on the minus side, it takes them forever to get from one room to another. So here I'm gonna be messing with the roofs again for the like 15th time. Now I did cut some of this out because yeah, it was probably about a half an hour messing with the roofs right there. You can see how it jumps because I'm not going to show all that because it really took a long time. And the same with this porch. See there? Oh, I did show where I was trying to put the little cutout in there. And now oh, I don't know, I didn't put the little circle thing. But I was trying to make it look like, they had the little circle thing in there. But I cut that part out because I was trying really hard to make it work, but it did not work. So, yeah, I love those windows. They kind of look like film strip from the other side. Even that side, they look like a film strip right there. So yeah, here I'm like trying to cut off. I tried to cut off the porch and make it like kind of like a private instead of the entrance to the house, like a private deck area. But I think I get rid of that too. So what I think I'm gonna try to put a tree in there or something to just to try and make it look a little like better. But I think I end up just putting it back the way it was. Uh, cause I don't know. It's just that little porch area and the roofs were just so annoying to me. And again, I cut a lot of the porch moving around out too. That's where you get most of the cuts from is moving, cutting out the porch and the roofs. Um, so yeah, when I do landscaping, I always try to look at the um the gallery to see how it's going to look in the gallery. Just to, see if I like the way it looks, and I kind of think I get rid of all that in a minute. I'm just going to delete everything I just did. Or maybe it was something else I tried to do and then got rid of that. No, no, I do get rid of it because I make it more modern because I realize this is a modern house, so I want it to look more modern, I think. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe I leave it. So here I am doing the floor plan, and I always have a lot of trouble doing the floor plan. It looks like I don't have any trouble, but I do. It takes me a while to figure out, like, do I want an open floor plan? How do I get this to look the way I want it to look, but still look like it's an actual house? So I tend to move walls a lot, and I just kind of shift things around. I was going for a not an open floor plan in this one. Um, Although I can't remember if I do make it. I'm getting it confused because I just did the. Okay, this is the modern industrial mashup, right? Yeah. Okay, so it this is not an open floor plan. Um, Although that room right there, the like living room area, is actually quite huge. So it's kind of open, but it's not open to the kitchen. So it just has a huge living room, and then it opens to the floor above it, which is also like another living room. Which in reality, if you have like a living room type area on the bottom, on the first floor, and then you have one on the top floor and you have a TV in both, that's going to be horrible because your TV sounds are just going to be, dueling TVs. So, and also, like, I've noticed when you have the cathedral ceilings, it's really bad. Like, if you're having a party or, having people over, because we rent houses when we go to our family reunion, and anytime we get a loft style house, um, if I want to go to bed, there's like no way I can go to bed because my relatives get really loud. Like, they laugh a lot. We laugh a lot at our family reunions. So, we're hoping we get to go this year since this is the year of COVID-19 and everything's been canceled so far. I do craft shows and stuff to sell my beasties, and every single one of them has been canceled this year. I think I have two still that are saying they're going to do it in September and October, but most of them have canceled, including my big show. My big show is Michigan Paranormal Convention up in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, and it's almost like Comic Con, I would say, because well, probably not as big as like Comic Con San Francisco, but it's pretty big for a paranormal convention. I think last year we had 10,000 people there. So for a convention, that is huge for a paranormal convention, I should say. Um, but yeah, we go every year, and I sell my beasties there, and we don't get to go this year, so that's very sad. In a way, I'm sad, but in a way, I'm kind of glad because I am really scared about this virus, and I should probably stop talking about it because I'm gonna get all like freaked out again. So yeah, here you can see I realized that if I put the floor in that upper floor, like take out the floor, then the roofs will bleed through. So I combated that by building rooms around the edges. But I want that room up there to be bigger, so I'm going to have to shift things around. And then I eventually just redo the roofs completely. So, yeah, because I wanted the upper floor to be a big room also. I wanted it to be like that really like industrial loft style look to it, even though, this is an actual house and not like a loft apartment or anything. So yeah, here I am doing the half-hipped roofs. That's the word, hipped. Um, so I'm putting the half-hipped roofs, and then that's cool because it goes right up to the house and it doesn't interfere with the flooring on the inside, not the floors, I should say. But then I have to make everything match again, so I have roofs everywhere, just scattered about my lawn. So yeah, it was just a total nightmare on those roofs. And then I don't know what to do with the gazebo roof. Should I get rid of it? Should I leave it there? But yeah, and then when I do this roof, it like sticks out a little bit further, so then it was just really not fun. Not fun at all. But I eventually get it. I eventually clean the ground up of all the roofs that I have scattered about, and I think it came out pretty well. So there I decide, maybe I should get rid of the observatory type, the whatever that roof is. And then I say, no, I really like that roof. I'm gonna put it back. I don't care what it looks like. Throw some more roofs on the ground. Try it that way. Nope. I'm gonna put it back again. So yeah, it's. I mean, I could have cut this part out, but I really kind of wanted you guys to see my struggle and like what took me so long to build this house because it was so difficult to get all those roofs to match up. And then I realized like they kind of slope towards the house and you don't really see that in actual roofing because oh, there goes the landscaping. Because, the rain will fall and just go right onto the house. So we're just going to say there's like drainage there and it's fine because we're not going to worry about that. So yeah, um here I'm messing with the porch again. If you mess with the roofs, you got to mess with the porch. What I wanted is like a covered walkway to that door. That's all. And it was so hard to get it to look just right and then still have it look okay with the arched windows. So I think I finally decided, okay, this is good. I can go back to building now. And I'm moving that around just to get the little thing, and then I just throw a bathroom in there, whatever. But I think I'm still gonna, yeah, I still move the floor plan, upstairs floor plan around because I really want that just like a square there. I want like a pathway, and then I get rid of every single wall I just built, and but now there's no roof, so that's cool. So now I'm trying to figure out the stairs. Now I did cut a lot of this part out. I had so many different stair configurations in there. It was unbelievable. But I just left a couple of them in here just because I leave them like that for a while. But I do end up changing them later. And I like the way the stairs came out, the way I chose to do the stairs. So yeah, I don't know why, like, this is one of the hardest things to do is to make these open, like, spaces in your floor plan. And I don't know why I always choose to do that. I always, like, just have to have that open flooring. And see, now it looks good, but there's a fence floating there. And then if you get rid of the fence, then the floor comes back. And then it's just, oh, it's so annoying. But I do it all the time. It's like one of my favorite things to do during a build is to put that open ceiling so you can see into the floor above it. So I think I finally figured out a way to get that right, but then the stairs disappeared, so I have to put stairs back in there. And this is when I decide to do the stairs. I just do them straight. I'm like, forget it. I don't even want to mess with them. But I do change them again one more time. Making a bunch of bedrooms up here. I don't know who is liking things, but they need to stop liking things. I just hate that little thing. It just beep, beep, beep. So and so like this, so and so like that, so and so like that. Ah, I could turn those off, but I do really like seeing, who likes things because then you discover new things in the gallery. So yeah, I think I'm finally satisfied with the floor plan. I mean, I do change it up a little more, I think, but for the most part, I am satisfied. And now here, this is what I did. I made like an X with the stairs, and I really like the way that turned. I like the way that looks. It to me, it kind of like screams industrial. I don't know why. Um, and then I'm probably yeah. I realize here that I have an errant roof in the backyard, so I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Put my saucer lights in. I'm gonna start decorating soon. Change up the floor plan down there a little bit too. But yeah, the rooms in this house are extremely huge, and they were pretty hard to decorate. Now, if you saw in there was like a bed in one room and a stove in the other, because I was watching Deligracy videos and she was saying she likes to put like, the just some furniture in each room to so she knows what it is. And I was trying that out, but I don't really like it because I generally like switch the kitchen anyway. Like I'll put the kitchen where the bedroom was supposed to be, and I switch it out a lot. So it didn't quite work for me, but it's a good technique if that's what you know, if it helps you, then it is a really good technique to use to help like show where what rooms are where. But I think the floor plan is finally complete. I'm going to mess around with the roofs a little bit more here because I want to what am I trying to do? Oh, just change out the windows, I guess. And yeah, add like 50,000 more windows because how many houses do you see that don't have 50,000 windows in them? But yeah, and then I add a door to the little greenhouse in the back there and shifts some things around to make it look better. I kind of like I really like asymmetry, so like or not asymmetry. I like symmetry. So I like things to like echo each other. So when they don't, I get a little like freaked out by it, but I've let a lot of it go because I know that the asymmetry is more appealing sometimes. So and look, I remembered a mailbox because I usually forget, and then when people download it, there's a mailbox in the living room. So, or in the front room. So, yeah, I think when I was making this, I was gonna call it something else. I can't remember if this is the one where I put the llamas in it or not. But I mess around with the flowers a lot here. I'm trying to go for like a real like kind of modern-y like weird kind of bed thing, flower bed, and I don't know. I change it out a lot. See, I like the way that looks. Add a couple more flowers here and there, move things around, and then I'm gonna put like I think I put a llama in there eventually, yeah, because I was gonna call this one um something to do with llamas, like the llama mansion or something. But I ended up not doing that because I forgot, and I really liked modern industrial mashup because that's what it is. And it's kind of the same type of um, landscaping that's in front of my modern-ish mansion, but a little bit, you know, a little bit different, not quite the same. But yeah, so I love using that lollipop topiary. It's like it's not for everybody, but I think it fit well with this house. So I just kind of add some more of the little, I think those are the sunrose bushes and the something like just plain daisies or boring daisies or something. I don't know. But yeah, I just switch that up a little bit and then add some rocks and then that side will be done and we can get to decorating. Now I usually do the outside of the house first. I don't know why. I get everything. I get the landscaping. I get all that stuff done. And then I move to the inside. Now what I should do is when I get everything done and the floor plan's done, I should upload it to the gallery as a shell so people can use it. But I don't do that. Alright, so now I am adding some doors. And I am going to be decorating. Now the decorating of this house, even though it is modern industrial mashup, it's actually quite pastel, which is a little odd, but I love it. Um, the kitchen is a bit dark because this is where the industrial part comes in, so I wanted it to be real, like, industrial looking. So I use those raw cabinets, and I think that is the fridge from. Is that from Cool Kitchens? I think. Yeah, and then I put those cabinets up top. I used to hate using those, but now I love them. I think they look so pretty in there. I always auto place them and then just switch out the ones I want differently because it's just faster that way. And I change up the wallpaper a lot because I just want it to look a little bit more modern looking. Not modern, yeah, I want it to be like a mix of that. And I love what I did with the floor here, how I have that like all the things in the different directions and the but I end up changing it. I really do like the way that looks. But yeah, it's gonna go away. Even just the way it is now, that's gonna go away too. Oh, and this is also like around the time when I discovered that those cabinets, if you get the long tall cabinet, you can use it as like a china cabinet. And I never knew that before until, I started actually building instead of just kind of goofing around or just slapping things down. So yeah, and I don't remember if I leave that bar in there or not. I think I do, not the bar, the island. And I'm trying to get lots of like darker black decorations and stuff because I want it to be kind of dingy and kind of. So I carry those parquet tile, the vampire tiles over into the dining room. Now, that is a massive, massive dining room, by the way. I put that little table in there and it does not fill the room enough. So I put this other table in, and like I said, I'm going for the more industrial look here, so I'm trying to get everything to look as industrial as possible. And I thought those lights looked really cool. It was probably the first time I ever used those lights in a build. I use them a lot now because I like them, though, the wall lights with the wire, the pipe look. And I changed out those lights. I like those ball lights better. They look more industrial. Now, this is where the pastel colors come in. I'm trying everything in here. And this is also when I decide to go for more of the Moschino look in here. So I cut out all my wallpaper searching because it was lots and lots of wallpaper searching. And then I end up with the pale pink Moschino wallpaper. And I don't remember if I leave the stairs white or not. But those rugs, I love the way the rugs fit with it. They really match the colors, even though they're from like different packs and stuff. And I do change out those pictures later. But I love this entryway with those modern like square tables. And I get rid of the alien looking thing. And then I always put that in my build. I love that plant with I guess they're pussy willows. I don't know what they are, but it's so pretty to me. It could be like the cherry blossoms. I'm not sure. And I put these fountains in, but I think I eventually take them out again. I know I keep putting things in and taking them out, but that's what I do. So yeah, and I love the way those trees look in there. It's kind of weird, but I like it a lot. I like the way they just kind of give it like an accent. And there I'm trying different coffee tables and trying to figure out, what looks best. And I think yeah, that's when I finally decide to get rid of the fountain. I put another fountain inside, and I'm like, it doesn't really look good inside. So I think I put it on the deck in the front. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, then I'm checking out how that looks. I like it, so I go back to building here. And I put that right in the doorway. But Sims don't care where they sit when they're watching TV. So, and there's a walls down oopsie. So basically, when I go to put the walls down, I accidentally hit floor down. That happens quite a lot. A lot of times I take it out, but sometimes I'll leave it in. And I love I'm using like so many different things in the bathroom. Like I'm actually putting things on the wall, like towels and toilet paper and stuff, which I never did that before. I just didn't. I couldn't be bothered. The Sims don't actually use those items, so why put them in the build? But now I know it's aesthetically pleasing. So here's the little why do I keep forgetting what this is called? The greenhouse room. Or conservatory, I think that some people call it. I tried a bunch of different like plants in there, but I think I ended up just putting the potters. Is that what they're called? The garden pots? Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I put those in there. And I found those candles and I thought these candles look cool. Let me put them everywhere. And, because I was looking for lighting in that room. And I don't know. I like the way the downstairs came out, but once I get to that bedroom in the front, that is my one of my favorite bedrooms that I've ever done. I really love the blue that I use. It's kind of like a light bluish green. And I actually took a long time figuring out the wallpaper for this room. I cut a bunch of it out, but I wanted this room to be more modern than, industrial. So it's really weird because it's like it's modern, it's industrial, but it's also pastel. So, but I like the way it turned out. I really do. I like especially this bedroom. Like I think I do that like seafoamy type green. And I might change it up later. I can't remember if I do or not. I filmed this quite a while ago. So, and then I found that bed that looks perfect in there, but I could not figure out where to put this bed because of that, that rounded part of the room. And then I move on to curtains. Curtains were horrible to do. It took me so long to figure out those curtains would fit in there and they look good. So, and then I put some couches. Like I tried every single couch in that room. I might even change that couch out. And the rugs, of course, I do the same thing. Change. I think I might even change that bed out too. But yeah, I changed so many things in that room. But I love the way it came out. It's like one of my favorite rooms. Like if I had a bedroom. Why do I always say that? If I had a bedroom. I don't have a bedroom. I'm not sitting in my bedroom right now. But no, if I could decorate my room, if I had like all the money in the world and didn't have to worry about it, then I would definitely put a lot of this stuff in my bedroom. I just like the way it looks. I always tell people my favorite color is green, but I'm starting to think my favorite color might be blue, kind of like a bluish green, because I tend to use those colors the most in builds. And there's my favorite Japanese painting, and that probably will end up not being in the room. And I never used that divider before until just recently, or in my builds just recently, not now, just recently. Because I think I might have filmed this build sometime in May, I believe. And as I'm recording it, it's June. It's the end of June. So yeah, I have a bunch of them recorded and I'm just, editing them, taking my time, releasing them slowly into the world. So yeah, I just love the way this bedroom came out and I love the way that tiny living lamp looks in there. I don't remember what it's called, but it's somebody's name, I think. So yeah, of course I save after doing that bedroom because I don't want to lose it. And I change out the pictures, and that looks really cool because then it looks like the trees are holding the pictures up, or like they're on some kind of stand or something. So yeah, I really like the way that looks. And I go back into that bedroom, add some more little, clutter type items. It would be nice if I could move that thing, the divider, closer to the bed, but don't have move objects on. So yeah, and I don't think it's this time, but that shower combo thing in one of my other builds where I built it and I was going through the different colors to see what they look like, I realized one of them, it's elephants. It's like pastel colored elephants, but I always thought it was like lady sweaters. Like it just looked like sweaters to me, and I'm like, why would anyone want sweaters in their bathroom? So now I was trying to stray away from the blues and the pinks that I normally use. So this room in the back that I'm going to be working on, I used browns, and I will tell you that it came out way better than I thought it would. It just looks amazing to me. I love the browns. I love how rich they are, and I love that bed, how it matches them and everything. And I'm just trying to add a little bit of a kind of an accent wall in there. And I just threw that couch in. You can see I cut a bunch out there because it was taking me forever to do this stuff. So yeah, oh, I liked the lights better, those other lights, so I switched the lights around. And then of course I'm gonna add my cherry blossom wall painting, because you know I can't not have that in there. At least I don't use the stained glass lamps like I use in all my other builds. But I love that dresser and the way that dresser looks. I think it's so pretty. And I think I used the nightstands too of that collection, I guess you would say. And I'm trying to just, play around there with some flowery pot things and find some pictures. And I see, normally when I'm doing my builds, I try to limit my packs, but if I use it once, then I'm like, okay, I can use it all the time. So I used the lamps from Tiny Living. So I was like, okay, Tiny Living, I can use Tiny Living now. So that's why I put that rabbit picture in there. And then it's cool because it ties in the rug. But I'm not sure if I leave that rug. I think I do. So now I go back to the kitchen and I say, you know what? I don't like the way the kitchen looks. Let me redo the flooring. If I redo the flooring in the kitchen, then I have to redo the flooring in the dining room. So then I put it back, and maybe I do leave it like that. I thought I changed it out again, but maybe that was another build. Like I said, I did so many builds in between the end of March and up to basically when Eco Lifestyle came out. I did I'm trying to think in the gallery, but the gallery, I have like 200 and some uploads, but that wouldn't count because I started uploading my rooms too. So yeah, I did quite a few builds. Now I didn't record them all, and I only started recording them fairly recently. So like mid-May I decided I would start recording my builds. So yeah, can't remember the point of that, but I have a lot of builds, and oh, I think it's just to say that I don't quite remember everything that I put into it, and they all kind of blur together in my head. So I did watch this video recently, when I was editing it, but I still can't remember quite exactly what was done in this build. But I decided to make the upper floor all red, black, and white. And I love that choice. I think it looks really cool, especially with the like half curtains over the windows. I just think it looks really neat. Now I do put a lamp in here. I don't know if I took it. I don't know if I could cut it out. But I found this lamp in Perfect Patio stuff, I think. And it's like a martini glass, like a really super tall martini glass light. And I kind of really liked the way it looked, but it made everything look red. So I did take it out, and it looks like I cut it out of the video so you don't see it, but I might put it in after I finish this room. Now this room gave me a little bit of trouble because I knew I wanted a kid's bedroom, but I wanted it to be different than my normal bedroom build. So the first thing I do is put in my bed that I use in every single build because I want it to be different. So, just make it the exact same. Oh, there's that little martini lamp in the back there. And I kind of jump around a bit in this part. But I'm eventually going to make the room a little bit bigger and maybe change up the wallpaper, I think. But yeah, I do like the way this room came out. It's not one of my favorite rooms, but it's pretty cute. It's a good like kids room or like a young teenager kind of room. I didn't really have any family in mind when building this house. I just randomly throw in kids rooms every once in a while, or teenage rooms or toddler rooms. But yeah, I guess that's no, I do make it bigger. Yeah, I knew I made it bigger. And then I have to play with the roofs some more. So, but I do leave the curtains the way they are because I really like the way I did those curtains. And I am changing up the windows to see if they fit a little better above that conservatory roof. Conservatory. I don't even know if that's the right word for that. But yeah, so I change it around a bit more, and I like to have that kind of bluey pinky kind of look in there, or green and pink. And I just really like the way I did those curtains, even though they don't really block out any light, they just look really pretty all stacked up like that. And I just have to move everything around to kind of try and fit it in there. And you have to have, anytime I put a child's bedroom in one of my builds, I always put the koala whatever nightlight because that does keep the monster out from under the beds. I mean, I don't think it keeps it out all the time, but you know, it does help to protect the child from the monster under the bed. Changing out the windows again. And now I'm going to start on this other bedroom. Now, this bedroom, I really like this room because I put the bed in first, and then I decided, oh, I love those colors. So I based the whole room off of that bed, and I like the way it turned out. And I actually made it into like twin, like twin tweens, twin tween. That's what I should have called the room, twin tween, a twin tween room. But yeah, I made it into like a tween's bedroom. For right now, it's a single bedroom, but it will become a double bedroom, and it will have posters all over the walls. And I think I even get rid of, once I realize it's for a teenager, yeah, I get rid of the nightlight. And I can't remember. I think I do put curtains in there. But yeah, I really love the way everything kind of matched up and the colors just came together in this room. It's a pretty small room, especially compared to all the other rooms in the house, but I like the way it came out, and I like it probably a lot better than the other room. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with the little kids room, but it's pretty much just the same thing I do all the time. Like anytime I make a kids room, that's what it looks like. But this one is different. This one is cool, and like I love how I put all the posters all over the walls. And I put, you know, the carpet in there. I changed that up. And I am getting close to the end here, so I am going to let you go and stop babbling. I can't believe I was only going to do it for like 20 minutes. I was only going to talk for about 20 minutes. And I just talked the whole time. I just love to talk. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more videos. I do speed builds and let's plays, and I will be doing some story / let's plays coming up. Anyway, I'll let you go to finish watching the pretty much the screenshots because we're almost done with this entire build. And I will talk to you later. Have a great evening. Bye guys!